hats off. So, like, literally, this is going to be a record for live streams. And like I said, I'm just having fun doing it, sharing with you guys my disastrous day with the kaiju. It's really not a disastrous day. It's kind of, I guess I should have expected this with how many times this thing just landed on its lid. So, yeah, here we go. We got a little bit, which when I came in, I went ahead and I grabbed this. So, yeah, this is like an old body post mount, the way we used to do things years ago. It even still has my Novak rooster kind of attached to it. So this was actually off of my my JRX Pro from Losi, and we're gonna take this and see if I can adapt this to that, so I can literally just get back out there. Oh my God, again. All right, my videos. We're doing it again on the iPad, just in case somebody was up. I don't know if anybody's going to show up, but here we go. We're right here. So we are back again on the Kaiju. Got a little bit of an issue here, as you can see. The eyes do not deceive you. Yes, the body pins are still attached, but the rear of the body isn't, because yeah, you can see how nasty it is. We did a bunch of impacts to the front, you know, going like this way, and then a couple of nasty smacks on the back. And I'm assuming that's what probably broke it, unless it came and nailed it that way, which I suppose is possible. The front end is definitely a lot more stout than the rear. The rear end is pretty weak. Now, where it broke, it makes sense, right? Because it actually broke right where... here, let's get these out of here. It broke right where the screw holes go through on this mount, which that's an obvious weakness, because when you look at it, look at how much material is left. So we're going to take off this bracket right here and see if there's a way for me to adapt something that I've already got. I'm almost thinking that's a no. Damn. That kind of stinks, man. Kind of looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I was thinking was I'd be able to adapt this to make it work as just a temporary solution by just popping that off, ripping the switch out of there. And what I was hoping I was going to be able to bolt that on and have that work, but taking this and lining that up, I can see that it's actually not. The only way it would work is if I attached another piece of plastic, but I don't even think that's going to work. So this is definitely a weakness here. This is just literally Kaiju Day. Should just make it like the Kaiju Repair Day. So yeah, I could see there's so little material kind of holding that on. No wonder why it broke. I wonder if the front is similar. So definitely something else needs to happen here. Motor's warm, but it's not bad. Did a couple of nice jumps to it. So you can see this is the bracket that attaches to kind of the shock tower and these little support braces that go to the chassis. And when you take that and put it up against it, you can see why it broke. There's literally nothing there for material holding this on. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, see right there? That's definitely a weakness to this little Kaiju here. So I want to figure out, like I said, I wanted to be able to just see if I could adapt this. to fit on there, but it would probably go this way. But then I'm reaming new body holes, which maybe wouldn't be a bad idea. So I took my Dremel and I cut along this. You see what Vector's doing here. He almost just launched right off of here. I think what's killing it is I'm trying to just get out there and rip it, and I just keep coming across issues. So I'm just going to take off these older mounts. As you can see, this one's broken too. Check that out. Look at that plastic. That's damage from years ago. So I was thinking, if I could cut this to fit, you know what I mean? Almost use it like, I don't know, kind of use it like a template, maybe? Seems like that would work, but man, maybe I'm just dreaming here. Seems like everything is just going negative today for me getting out there, man. If I could do some kind of mount like that, be able to, because obviously this is all integral. So this part of the shock tower relies on these screws going in here. So you still do need something that's here. Man. So it's almost like I have to go like something like this. But then I think this is bringing it out too far. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see, this piece actually goes like this, right here. Like that. So that does bring it out pretty far. And this does not have, I think, enough material to go out that far. Does it? Nah, it doesn't. Well, I'm almost thinking it'll take too long to try to fabricate something on a live because of how far this stood out. So putting this back together like this, I'd obviously need to get something that is at least that long. Which the only thing that I can think of that I have is some aluminum angle. Aluminum 90-degree stock that I've got. But I don't want to use aluminum. Because then I swear I'll probably be asking for trouble. But this rear shock tower is pretty stout, so just trying to think how I should go about doing this, man. Gus, use a piece of aluminum if you have any. I do. The only thing about the aluminum, though, is aren't you going to be transferring, more energy? And maybe it won't matter because of this, but what I'm worried about is I'm worried about transferring too much down to that the diff case. I mean, maybe it won't because of the way everything is kind of like integrated in and braced and whatever, but that kind of stinks, man. That's why I was saying if I could somehow use this, at least this would kind of give it a little bit of a plastic cushion, you know what I mean? You haven't broke yours yet? What do you mean you haven't broke yours yet? You've destroyed your Kaiju. Do you mean your aluminum? Or you mean this? Guy, call me on Facebook, will you? You know how to use the Facebook. Tell me your ideas. I can get you on live right now. Guy, call me on Facebook. Do it live. Do me a live message thing or whatever it is. Demo RC, what's up, guy? I am back inside again. This kaiju, I'm just destroying it. Not really. I wanted to use this piece, but there isn't enough material on the ends. I don't know. It's killing me here. You destroyed your tub and chassis? I posted it on the Facebook group. What's the matter? You don't want to get on here live, guy? Tony is deformed. What's going on, guy? What did you break? Yeah, I broke what Gus broke. Same damn thing. It's definitely a weak point. So this rear body mount, or this rear shock to body mount, is definitely a weak point because they basically left no material. Yeah, it just should be stronger but more flexible. Even the plastic you can feel. I don't know. Yeah, the plastic's kind of bendy, but you're not leaving enough material on here. See what I'm saying? There's not enough material on there. So that's why that broke. And it was probably already pre-broken. I just never checked it. I don't think the crash that I just did should have broke it, but it did. Maybe it was already half broken. I left the cover to the spur pinion off and ran 4 runs to the creek. Holy smokes, dude. You just got done painting your Gen 7. Nice guy. Demo RC, are you part of the Facebook group? If you're not, jump over there and join it. I'm not sure if you are or not. See, everybody's name over here is different than the Facebook. That's what kind of messes things up, because you don't know who's who. But, yeah. I'm just wasting my day working on this kaiju right now. Oh, my God. I'm having a blast, though. I am telling you that. I am. I mean, I'm having some fun. I did some nice jumps. This thing got some good air. Like a nice, high, just long jump. And it wasn't even full beans either. Yeah. Yeah, landed upside down. I think I landed on the tail, which, you know, I'm assuming I must have landed right on this edge, which broke it forward, because that would make sense based upon like the stress that I see right here on the body. I definitely must have hit it like this, because you can see there's a little bit of a deflection there, and there's a little bit of not puncture, but you can see it's got a nice dent in it. So pretty sure when I did it, it landed like this. I'm just debating what I should do. Gus says just make an aluminum brake now, which I probably could do, but I just feel like taking all this time to fix this thing right now, I could just get out and rip the Hyper MT Sport Plus instead of messing with this thing, and just save this for a later live. But I just wanted to jump on here and show, like, literally, you know, all the problems that I'm apparently having right now. Other than that, though, Kaiju loves these wheels. Definitely would want to change the gearing. Definitely contacts the body more, but I don't care. I think if you do that thing where you take the body and heat it up and push it towards the inside and get rid of your wheel wells, or at least trim the back side of the wheel well, because the tire does kind of come up to the body here, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything to it. But obviously from, you know, the regular Kaiju wheels and tires from turning, obviously you can see it shredded the body both on the left and right side. So, but maybe a little bit of trimming, you know what I mean? Just kind of get rid of that. And then heating up the body and kind of pushing it in, and maybe using some Velcro strips would help. Click the messenger. I sent you some pics. All right, so this is from Gus's. Well, actually, Gus, is it all right if I share this on here? Gus, guy, can I share your pictures? It'll probably show your name. Unless maybe it won't. No, it doesn't. All right, so this is what Gus's Custom did right here. Gus's Custom Creations. So he took some aluminum that he had and just aluminum 90-degree angle. What's underneath? Did you just drill the holes for it? So that's that picture. Yeah, see, there we go. There's a better picture right there. Yeah, and he just cut the ends so you can get your zoomed. This is what's nice about joining this Facebook group. Trying to get it in there. So there you go. Oh, you even drilled extra holes to as a secondary support. See what he did there? So this is Gus's Custom Creations fabricating up his rear brace for his Kaiju. I like that idea, Gus. Did you put, is that a piece of rubber there? Like to use it as a cushion? Here's one more picture here. And here's another view of that thing he made. Trying to see if he used rubber as a cushion. Yeah, I think he did. So there we go. So I guess I'll do that. We'll do the Gus's Custom Creations mod to the Red Cat Racing Kaiju. Gotta go check out his channel, man. Telling you. You want to talk about Wendigo or Wendigo stuff and his Kaiju and all the stuff that he does? He's definitely a smart guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. So I think I'll go get some aluminum right now. Oh, Vector, you died, huh? Sorry, buddy. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Gus, how about this? Why didn't you make a video on it? What do you mean you should? Why didn't you? All right. Well, apparently I did have some, but took forever to find. All right. Hey, Gus, you got some measurements for me, brother? So let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape this thing back together. Hopefully that will work. Wow. That doesn't want to come apart, huh? Close enough, right? Just go like this. Something along those lines right there. Good enough. And get my marker. I'm going to put a line right here. Glued the stock one back together with super glue. Now I got to figure out where my little cutting stuff is. I got this awesome little cutting wheel for this thing. I have no idea where it is, so watch your ears. Yeah, that is not going to work. So, where's my cutting wheel? This is where Dremel's waste of time. I've got these cutting discs, but I lost the Dremel. The Dremel attachment for it. And then bam, it was that easy. It was literally in my truck. So these little wheels have this funky attachment that you pull down, and then you're able to put on your little cutting wheels. So let's get rid of that. But there's all different types of like little cutting, thin cut, metal. You know, obviously when you're cutting, you know, aluminum, you just know that it clogs up stuff. So I'm just going to go for a regular one. Cut anything. Easy lock. It's called the easy lock. Cutting, cut, thin, metal. I don't really call aluminum metal, but it is metal. So you just kind of like, you pull down on this little chuck and then you slide that on. And then I think you rotate it or something like that. Something like that. Fine, I don't even remember how to put this on. I think it's like heat or something, isn't it? Yeah, just like that. And then, so that should work. Good enough. There's our piece. Now, because that was pretty much flat up against there, we'll know where to put the holes. So like Gus was saying, he glued his back together when he did his, just to be able to make his template a little bit easier. I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm just going to trace it out best I can, and then just, we're only dealing with like a plastic body, so I'm not too concerned. Go like that. Something along those lines, right about there, right? Does that seem about right? Yeah, right there to right there. They'll pretty much tell me where to put my holes. Just like that. Keep that on that edge there. Down a little bit. Kind of like that, I think. And then put that piece over here. Of course, I'm not doing any of this in frame. Sorry about that. Pointless. And I should just move it over a touch. Go like that. Looks good enough. Not that that matters, but that's on the upward tick right there. And then my holes there and there. So that's basically the center for the holes. And then this piece is going to be going this way, or is it going the other way? So this piece is going this way. No, it goes this way. That's pretty much the center right there. So then this piece, I think, was this side. So that is pretty much on that edge right there. So our center is right about like that. Transfer that to the other side. Pretty much right around there. So those are where our holes are going to go. This is the material that we're going to cut. There's our little upswing for the actual, whatever it is, where it swings up on those two little side panels. So basically all I got to do is just kind of cut that stuff out right there. I could probably leave like the rest of this material down here. It's not going to be a big deal. Just cut like, you know, maybe bring it down like a V, keep that consistent V, I guess. And then I'll leave all this material on there. It's not like it needs to be like crazy or anything. That should work. I think that'll work, right, Gus? It should work. That's in that centerpiece right there. Something like, did I get the right side here? Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that'll work mint. Just drill a hole in the center there. Yeah, center there, center there. And I guess that'll work. Right? Yeah, that'll work mint. So now I just got to get a drill bit. Basically fits inside that hole right there. Be able to use the vise. What size? Way too big. Bet the size I need is the size I don't have. Ah, look at that. Perfect. So that's the size right there. I can't even see no more. There's the size of your bobby pin mount. Not that you can actually see that size. I can't even see it. What does that say? 9/32, I think. I can't even see it on the camera. I think it says 9/32. But that's the size of the hole that you need. And yeah, I almost feel like I should glue this somehow on top of there. That would actually be funny, wouldn't it? Glue that on top. Bring over the vise. Now I'm going to put my trash can underneath to hopefully catch all the shards that are going to come from drilling this out. So if I put my bucket, something like that, maybe put a box underneath or something, should be able to catch all the pieces that are going to be flying everywhere. Oh, what happened to the Kaiju? I'm just beating on it. So I'm breaking stuff that apparently is known to be a weak point. And you could definitely see it is definitely a weak point on this Kaiju, is the rear mount. If I go like that. Yeah, that works. Look at that. Check it out. That's beautiful. Yeah, I actually think I'll be able to leave some material there too. Now, I used to have guide point bits. I don't anymore, so I'm just going to get a little punch. And I'm going to punch little holes or little kind of guides for the drill. Now this is definitely not going to come out as good as Gus's, but it should work. I don't even think I have a punch, so now I got to find my nail. I'm just going to use a nail, and or maybe I could use this. Really don't want to use my body hammer though. That pretty much went right through the metal. Oh my God. Here at Hack&Slash Garage. There you go. There's your center punch holes. I'm just going to take this drill bit and just slam it home. All right. Come on. Amped guy. Barbecue altered. I can't see nothing. Beautiful. Nice. This is called the Custom Gus mod right here. The Gus's custom creation mod for the Kaiju. I take no credit. Now I'm going to have to vacuum my rug because I got shavings everywhere. And then technically all I got to do now is just literally just cut this line right here. Just kind of go like that. And then I want to leave some material here underneath, obviously, to be able to put in that piece. But obviously, one of the issues is because of the way this is captured, I think I may have to put, we'll have to see like thickness-wise. Let's see if this even fits. Oh, it's got a channel too, dude. What is that? What's that garbage? It literally has a channel? Guy. So I'm going to have to file that? Gus. Come on, guy. Killing me here. So it's got like a little channel that's set on the inside, which really doesn't matter. You can put it to the outside, you can put it to the inside. So I'm going to notch that little channel. The hell am I going to notch it with? Can I just notch it with this? Just take these and like snip it. That's what I should do. I just basically got to put a little key on that hole right there. So if I just take some snips, kind of come in there and just nibble at that aluminum right on that thing right there, it can make like a little key for it to kind of go down and in, which is right there. There we go. Close. Just need to clean it up a little bit. And I am using the other cutters because the Harbor Freight ones I don't think would do a good job at doing this. So I'll do a little key for that right there. If I really cared, I'd file it, but I don't care. This is Redneck Garage here. Look at that. Perfect. Nice. Probably won't even need anything. I was thinking maybe it might need like a rubber bumper, but I think we'll be good. I don't see this really coming out. I mean, it's a good solid fit, you know. I mean, look at that. That fits nice in there. So do the same thing to this side. Do a little key right there. Snip it. Snip the other side. Give it a little snip. I think we're probably good. Just like that. Check that piece. Look at that. Nice. Perfect. Would probably be a good idea to maybe put a piece of rubber there, huh, Gus? What do you think, guy? As like a cushion kind of thing? But now we're just going to angle this. Again, whatever. This doesn't have to be perfect. This is just RC car stuff. So maybe if I cut like that flange there, I'll cut it in, score it, and then bend it away. So we'll leave this thing here, I guess. Spin it to the inside. That way maybe it's keeping all the shards from going all over my rug. And I'm just going to cut in, score, and then it should be fine. So if you're wearing headphones, watch your ears. Something along those lines. Score. That one probably needs to come a little bit more further. Something like that should work. Got shards everywhere.
Do you want any soup?
Ooh, thank you. Yes, please.
I can put the leftover shaved steak into it.
Okay. Thank you. That'd be awesome. Make sure you get your shards all over this thing here. And now we should just be able to bend this. Snap it right off. So get yourself, you don't even need pliers. I should be able to do this by hand, but whatever. Get some pliers. We'll give it a bend. And we'll snap it right off. Perfect. Look at that, huh? Like I said, not as good as Gus, but it works, guy. So here we go. So this is what's called the custom Gus mold. So you can see that works out perfect. Got that nice angle right in there. Probably could chop it a little bit more, but whatever. It's close enough. I mean, look it. That's mint. When you go that way, it's mint. Yeah, I could probably file it a little. If I wanted to get like crazy and like, you know, really be like particular and whatever, I mean, I think this is perfect for what it is. You know, probably could have angled it a little bit better than that, but I don't know. Whatever. It's mint. Just got to go this way with it. And then we'll drill a couple holes and we'll be done. Homemade upgrade. Well, it's called the Gus's Custom Creation Upgrade. That's what it is. I mean, it's nothing that you need to like be particular with. This is just an RC. It's just a basher. So right now what I want to do is like what Gus was saying, is that he glued his back together so he could get a proper template. Now, obviously, I know that this piece goes here. So all I need to do is just make sure it's aligned to where I want these pieces to be. I think I did my wrong piece here. What am I doing? I think I put my holes in the right spot. Or whatever it is. So I think we're pretty close to where we need to be. Something like right there, I think. I want to make sure it's kind of even. I'll hold it down. And I take something and mark the inside of there, which probably use this. The little 99 cent. Well, not even 99 cents. The whole set was 99 cents. And now I can pretty much score my hole right there. Lets me know where the hole is. Go on the other side, do the same exact thing. Just round it out, round it out. And then you can see I've got my marks there and there. At least I can see it. I'll slide this over. Take my punch. And I'll punch the center of it just to give a better little guide thing. Boom. Move it all the other side. Gus's Custom Creations right here, guy, I'm telling you. Get a nice little pecker. Now we got to find a drill bit to fit these holes right here. So, almost thought I lost my drill bits here. All right. Make sure you put all your tools back when you're done. And let's find the right drill bit, which is probably like either that one or that one. And I'm wrong. It's the next size down. This one. I don't know. Seems a little loose, but we'll try it. Can't hurt, right? Well, actually, you know, how about if I line it up with the screw? Well, we could go really crazy here. And could actually get out my calipers, wherever my calipers are. Now, you want to talk about, my wife calls this a soup. Look at that. That's a homemade soup she made. And she made these too. These biscuits to go with the soup. Come on. And then she even brought down a nice iced tea for me to have. Daisy, what are you doing? You think you live here? All right, where's my... See, that's what's nice about having this digital caliper right here. So pop out this... I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to the thing here. It's an iced tea, guy. It's a cold iced tea. So we can measure the screw coming in at 2.88. So 3. And then we'll take the drill bit. We'll measure the shank of the drill bit. And it is a little... That's too small. So we're going to bump it up to the next size. That way we're not doing it twice. So we were using a 7/64. It looks like we're going to have to bump it up to a 1/8. Come on, get in there. So I'll just go with a 1/8 drill bit. That should be fine. Get you right in there. Now, see, if I was doing this on video, like if I was videoing this, we could have some super sweet slow-mo of drilling. Super sweet slow-mo, see? Shards going everywhere. There you go, folks. Now, let's make sure the screw actually fits in there. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Gus. Guy, for giving me this idea. We'll undo it. Now, this is not fine-tuned. This is literally just I want to get back out there and rip it piece. And that's literally all you need. And I think I will put some kind of maybe like a rubber kind of something here and there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because... I don't know. I just feel like doing that would probably be a good idea. Kind of like an additional cushion. It'll jack the body up a little bit. But like I said, make sure you clean up when you're done. We got all kinds of stuff to clean up now. Treat, like, you know, your good tools, treat them nice, you know, shut them off. Put them away in their case where they stay nice and safe. This is a great little caliper, by the way. I think this thing was like between $7 and $12. And so, like, the batteries for it, and this is how I do my batteries. So even those little, they have the tiny little cells. I don't buy new cells. I literally take my LiPo charger and I connect it up positive to negative, you know, positive, positive, negative, negative. And I charge those cells. Like, you literally just need to, like, contact it until the cell gets warm. Don't let it get hot. Just contact it so the cell gets a little warm and then back off and it's charged and good to go for another, like, I don't know, couple months. And I even did the same thing to Vector's Cube battery. Just positive, negative, boom, charge up the battery. Make sure you just, you know, take it off right before that thing starts generating some thermal Chernobyl power there. And then you just pull it off and then you're good to go for another couple months. And, you know, in the meantime, maybe you can order a battery or you just do it like I do. And just don't even care. And then just go ahead and just get yourself a sip of iced tea and enjoy the rest of your day. Ah, it's some good iced tea right there. Just having fun here. That's what it's all about. Make sure you keep your pieces. Wall of shame parts right here. So see, other than these 2 screws, we've got more parts for the wall of shame. See, the parts are getting, this box is getting full. RC Daniel. All right. So now I think maybe I can get back to some comments here. Oh, Gus, make sure if you do a video cutting this stuff, make sure you don't have like your iPad like right there where the stuff is just going all over the screen. That's a tip from RC Guy Garage. Pro tip. Don't cut things next to sensitive devices, especially like something that's going to be throwing metal shards everywhere. It's not a good idea. You heard it first here. So there's our custom piece. Thank you to Gus's Custom Creations. Unplug your tools when you're not using them. But I'm serious about the metal shard stuff. I literally just do stuff just to do it. I could really care less about certain things because it's really not a big deal. But when it comes to like your iPad and stuff like that and your phone, you know, stuff that are kind of like, you know, maybe expensive, don't go treating them like crap like I just did. It's really not a good idea. It's fun for the show, but in reality, it's really not a good thing. So we'll clean up, and we will vacuum my rug after the fact. Now we can bring this thing down here. Oh, excuse me. Look at that, huh? I think I might have to do just a little bit more trimming on this metal. I just need to trim up that little corner right there. And I'm just going to use my cutters here just to kind of trim that little edge right there. Just going to trim it like this. Just going to get my cutters in there and just rip off that piece just like that. See? Perfect. So that side's now mint. We're pretty damn close to it. Maybe a little touch more right there. Just like that. Probably could use a file and it'll probably come out better, but like I said, I don't care. Literally just getting this thing back out there. So that one should be fine on that side. Now we will do the same thing on the opposite side. Right over here, do the same thing. Give it a little bit of a trim. Just kind of nibble at it. Just kind of chop that off right there. See? Nice. And now, I think that's there. I don't know if it's there, I just think it is. So I'll get you down low so you can see what's happening. So you can watch my mistakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fit this piece just right onto there, just like that. Put my screws through. I'll line up the first hole. Get that in there. Get that started. Then come in on the other side and do the same thing. Get that hole, get that screw in that hole, and then start it into its little spot. And get this one in there again, right in there. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just screwing the plate, the bracket that we just made. Like I said, the Gus's Custom Creation bracket right here for the Red Cat Racing Kaiju. And then mint. Now, the only thing that I may have to do is I may have to like wash her or something. And then I think we can put the pins in there. But if I put like some type of this side is a little bit tighter. But we can get that in there. Kind of maybe keep it up where it was before or something. Something like that, I guess. You know? And if we put the pins going in this way and maybe stack some rubber washers or something like that. Put that on. Put that on there. There we go. And then we're pretty much in business. Ready to rip again. So that's how that's going to work. Just like that. We'll put those, I don't even know where I put them. Wherever the other clips were. I think they were these ones. These other clips that this thing had holding in those mounts. I don't know where the other one is. The other one's somewhere around here. I don't know, I lost it. But there's two of those that hold the bottom side, or that will hold the bottom side of the clip. And then I will just take a stack of washers or something and stack up some washers. I got some rubber washers that I could use. Or actually get some O-rings too. But something to just use as like a spacer. Wonder if I could use like that other piece. If I didn't lose that, how did I lose that other piece? Somehow I lost it. Yeah, I don't know. I got a whole bunch of other ones. So I got a whole bunch in here. Different color body clips. Shocks. Silver, green, red, blue. I could use some blue ones. Use some blue ones? Sure. The angle has to go forward to line up with the body holes. Lane, what's going on, guy? Your internet is working just enough to watch a live? Nice. Obviously, I'm sorry. I have not been paying attention to the live stream only because when you're doing something like this, it's hard to pay attention. So literally, I have not literally seen anything until just now. So I'm sorry about that. Steve OD, what's going on, guy? Bullet Hunter, Shadow Ops is here. Tony is deformed. We already knew you were here. Lane just popped in. Couple of screws loose is here. What's going on, guy? Who else? RC Daniel, Kel Robbins. What's going on, guy? I think that's about it. Says it's 33. How's it? Earl, guy, you're here. Yeah, I'm just wasting my time working on this thing. But we can put the clip through there. I should do is I should drill you could drill like a small little hole maybe through there, but nah, I'll figure out something. Because obviously now, with the way this piece is, it would probably have been better off if I turned it around. So if I keyed it, so I could always do it, right? So if I key it this way, those clips will go through the holes going through the side, which maybe that's what I'll do. But I really don't care. Maybe that's what I'll do right now. I think what I'll do, I'll key it this way. So see what I'm saying? We put these body mounts have a key on them, right? See how it's got like that little keyway? And it's probably a good idea to keep that because it keeps the body mount solid in one direction. If I turn it to the side, the only issue that I'm going to have is obviously those rubber clips. So I think I may have to keep it this way. Nah, whatever. We'll keep it that way and we'll just figure something out. I'll just drill another hole right through the side. But I do have these rubber things that'll work for this, really mint. I just got to figure out where they are. You did turn yours? So that means you must have remount your your body, your rubber tethers, right? On your body. Victor's here. What's going on, guy? People snooping? Look at this homemade soup. That is homemade. This stuff is incredible. Like I said, a nice iced tea to wash it down. And this gnarly looking lava biscuit. Robert Tripp. Nothing's really going wrong, but I had to do the Gus's custom creation mount here. We just grabbed a piece. So he's got he doesn't have a video on it, but he should have a video on it. But this is a live on it. His is way more, I'm sure, fine-tuned than mine. Mine is literally just make the piece and then just throw it on. So I didn't really care much about, anything. It works mint. It's all that I needed to happen for this. But Gus, I'm pretty sure went, a little bit more detailed than I did. Mine is just, mine's redneck. This is redneck. Gus is probably chamfered and fine-tuned and rolled edges. No burrs. Where mine is don't touch it because it's going to slice you open. But I do like this red cat, man. I really do. I mean, look at that. What a that's a nice look. I mean, look at that. Right from the rear end right there. This thing's got a nice looking rear end, doesn't it? Gus, did you see that I popped one of my dog bones? On the first rip, I popped a dog bone. Actually, you didn't see it yet, but you might have seen the fact that I popped it. I did I don't know, was this my 6th live today? I think. Something like that. We're going to leave these keyed like that. I'm going to see if I can find those rubber things I was talking about. But I'll probably take a very small drill bit and I may just, drill through this just to whatever height that this is supposed to be. I don't even know what the height is. Gus, what's the height? Since you're right here, do you remember? Here's the piece. So, I don't know. What is it like? Literally? I don't know. So it's pretty much, it's close to right there. So it really actually is, it's pretty flat, isn't it? It's actually flat. Gus. Right, guy? That's pretty flat. So it should be like bottomed out then, with maybe just a little O-ring. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab an O-ring and put that in there. Realistically, you should like make sure this really fits well. I'm taking way more care than I normally do. That's perfect. I've had this kit for years. This is like my master O-ring kit. So you can see I've used like a whole bunch of this thing. When I first got this thing was full. So I don't know. Maybe I don't have the right size O-ring anymore. It looks like I probably used all the original O-rings that I had for this. But at least maybe I can use something that would kind of give it a little cushion. You know? Just something like that. A little bit of a cushion there. Same thing with the other one. Just so that when it's bottomed out, or when it's bottomed down, that at least it kind of has, you know, something. You know what I mean? It's probably supposed to be jacked up, though. I'll have to give it a look. I may have to shim it out with some plastic or something. Just give this a quick little look. What's going on here? I know it's there. Where is it? Right there. You know, it actually does come up a little bit, doesn't it? It probably does need to come up a touch. I wonder, Gus. I wonder if I can just chop this off and use it as like a piece. I don't know. Like, you know what? Maybe glue this to that top. That might be a thought. To epoxy this to that top. Chop off this piece right here that's, you know, no good. And then maybe take the rest of this and just epoxy it to the top. Like that. Something. That might be a good idea. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I could epoxy this to the top here. You'll definitely keep the body from slamming into there, but and then you could also put, like, what might be a good idea is put a brick of foam across this top. Dude, we are coming up with all the ideas here. So put this like that. Bottom it out like that. See what happens? Where's my other piece? Then the same thing with this. Just cut off that little hooked piece right here. Like that. Put that keyed piece in like that. And then just, well, actually, it's supposed to be the other side. Yeah, just go like this. So what if it's a little higher? That's all right. Doesn't matter. Look at that. There we go. Mint. That's even more mint than it was. And then looking underneath, it looks like I could pin it from underneath. See what that looks like. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. That'll even give it like a little bit of a rake look. So there we go. I like that. But take a piece of foam, like you know how we all have like this foam stuff, and maybe put like a foam thing right across that shock tower to give it a little bit of cushion. See what I'm saying? A little bit of cushion right across that whole top there. You just got to make sure you get like the right foam, and this is the kind that you want. Not this stuff, because this stuff is junk. This is more like sponge. You want like this more rigid stuff right here. Yeah, dude, I think that works. Check that out. I like that. So what is happening, people? Everything needs upgrades, you know it. Nah, I haven't had to gear it down. I ran this thing just as is. To do it right, yes, RC enthusiast, 100%. But to rip it like I have been, yeah, I mean, it's on 6S. You know, here's the stock tire compared to the Mammoth tire that's on right now. But I'll tell you right now, it definitely likes to launch and land with these tires too. I mean, these are obviously what's supposed to be on it, but I don't have these yet. I've got more coming. We blew them out doing the Jesus thing. The Jesus walking on water. This is the Jesus truck right here. Perfect day for it, right? This thing walks on water. Literally. All right, Gus, man, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the idea of that bracket right there. Appreciate it, man. You stalk it. Yeah, but you know what's funny is that's one of the things that I had said about the Max. I was like, if you don't gear down your Max running these Kaijus, I mean, you know it cogged, right? You had to have been getting cogging on the Max with those Kaiju wheels. Success sounds better. But yeah, I think we're good with this now. I just got to figure a way to keep these pins in place from underneath. I'm thinking epoxying or doing some kind of something maybe even a screw right down and through the actual aluminum. Like if I take a screw and screw right down through this plastic, you know what I mean? That'll probably work out pretty good. I do like the way that is. That's actually, I think that's great. Just got to put that foam block right across the top. Couple screws loose. You and that kaiju, huh? Does the kaiju have metal wheel hexes? No. Oh, what? I'm sorry. Yes, it does. Sorry. Yes, it does. I was thinking of another vehicle. I think I was thinking about the Max. Yeah, the kaiju has those funky metal wheel hexes. It's got like that star pattern to it. But this is the inside of the kaiju wheel. So, but yeah, these kaiju tires and wheels are actually awesome. Just make sure if you're gonna get them wet, make sure you vent them. You know, this side. RC enthusiast, the X-Max 8 S ESC bolts right on the Max. Yeah, bolts on, but tears everything off. So now I just got to figure out, like I said, just kind of keeping those down in a better way than it is right now. And that could be, like I said, it could be as easy as just putting a screw through it or something. Just kind of like hold it down, maybe glue it or whatever. Maybe use a little epoxy, who knows. But the kaiju should be back for some ripping now. We're going to call that the Gus's Custom Creation mod right here. That's what he did with his kaiju. See you later, RC enthusiast, man. Have a good one. He'll give you that tone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Success, baby. Lane, did you see my tire detonate on my kaiju? I forget what the video is called. I think it's called Kaiju Water and Mud something. You might like the slow-mo of the tire blowing. But anyways, I'm just going to end the video right, or whatever, the live right here. Again, whole ton of people came to this live. This is actually awesome. We got like 31, 32 people right now. Ton of people. Lane, RC enthusiast, he's gone. A couple screws loose is here. Gus was here. He just left. James George might be here. Barbecue. Altered RC is here. Shadow Ops. I think I already said Shadow Ops. Victor Demas might be here still. Steve O.D. might be here. Scale Trail Guy from Pismo Beach. I didn't even see you in there. Sorry about that, man. That's the thing about doing like repair type stuff is that you don't get to see everything. So I'm just going to put the baddie. I'm going to put the body back on the Kaiju. I'm going to finish my soup, and I'm just going to go keep ripping it because the day is running out. We're like at almost 4:30 right now. I feel like I've been spending more time inside working on the car just over stupid little things. You'll see. If you see the lives, some of the lives are really short. It's just getting out there and ripping it and just showing you guys what I'm coming across. And I'm not faulting the Kaiju. I'm point blank. I'm faulting myself for everything that happened today. So, yeah, go watch those videos. Throw a thumbs up if you're on the way out, like I'm going to be on the way out right now. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and throw a subscribe. If you like the content, yeah. So we're just going to end it right here. Again, like I always say to everybody, be good to everybody out there, or be good to yourselves, be good to people. Just don't be, one of those crazy people. Watch out for that social distance stuff. It is a real deal now. I don't know what else to say. I just want to eat my soup and just get out there and rip this RC. So I'm out. Get out. Do your own ripping or whatever you want to do. Just be kind to people. That's it. So we're out of here. So just enjoy your soups. Enjoy your iced tea. Go have an iced tea. And go enjoy your RCs. Because that's what it's about. It's about just having fun. Now just get out there. We're out of here. Thanks for coming.